Do you want to watch some wrestling? Welcome back to Fog Wrestling. It is your WWE Monday Night Raw review. And we have got Michael Cole and Wade Barrett on commentary. And strap yourselves in because Monday Night Raw absolutely sucks. Welcome back to the channel though. We're going to dive into it. And Cody Rhodes comes out and says, "So Salt Lake City, what do we want to talk about?" He says, "I'd really want to talk about main event Jey Uso." He then gets interrupted by Dominic Mysterio. Cody Rhodes, right, sucks. And see, for the three people that actually want him to finish the story against Roman Reigns, right, I don't want it. The guy has been nothing short of boring ever since that Roman Reigns match. And I want The Rock. I want it all. I want it now. I want Dwayne. I want Dwayne. There is no two ways about it. I want Dwayne. I want The Rock. I want The Rock against Roman Reigns. Cody Rhodes had his chance. They should have pulled the trigger. They didn't. It is what it is. I guess we got to move on. So these two are back and forth. Of course, we already knew that we're going to have a match tonight, and it does lead to a match with Cody Rhodes taking on Dominic Mysterio. And is it any real surprise that Cody Rhodes has picked up the victory? Then Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes come out as like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens come out, sorry. And Kevin Owens like, "Oh, Jey Uso's back on Raw because of you." They're seriously making a massive deal about the fact that Jey Uso is on this show. Like, he's been on this show for like nearly a month now. And like only now are like people beginning to confront Cody Rhodes about it. To me, it's a bit of a mess, but Cody Rhodes says that he deserves a second chance and essentially that he's a good talent and yeah. The Bloodline are now down a member, so what's there to complain about? This segment just went on for far too long, in my opinion. But yeah, all three of them talking about their issues with the Bloodline and how, you know, Jey Uso pretty much had a part in all of them losing the chance to win the Undisputed WWE Championship. Who cares? Then we have our second match. We've got Kofi Kingston taking on Evolve. Biggie Fall, baby! And yeah, Kofi Kingston hits the Trouble in Paradise. SOS! They call me Shelton. SOS! Armageddon! Come on! You know me now. SOS! Cause SOS is time. This battle SOS. You call me Shelton. Yeah, SOS. You call me Shelton. I was getting a wee bit carried away there, but Monday Night Raw just fucking gets me pumped. It doesn't really. I'm trying to add a bit of excitement to these reviews, guys, because guess what? If you're fucking relying on wrestling in general to do that, then you came to the wrong place, because wrestling 2023 fucking sucks big. You know what, brother? Then we have backstage interview with Ricochet. He's like, I want to beat Nakamura, who cares? Michael Cole then hypes up the Royal Rumble that's going to take place in Tampa Bay, Florida. If that Tampa Bay, if that doesn't have The Rock returning written all over it, I'm not quite sure what does. Then we have our third match of the evening. We've got Nakamura against Ricochet. So yeah, Rollins comes out and has to get carried backstage by the security team. Who really cares? This match just went on very, very long. Nakamura wins via disqualification. Yeah, and then he actually hits a belly-to-back suplex, sorry, on Nakamura on the announce table. Like, this feud's fucking garbage. You know what I hate, though, right? There is no chance they are going to give Nakamura this belt, right? And for that reason alone, like, what is the fucking point of this feud? At least with Reigns, right? Maybe with the exception of Logan Paul, but hell, WWE's crazy sometimes, so maybe they would have gave it to him. Every Reigns match he's had, like, in recent time, you've thought that there is a chance that the other person could win. Maybe with the exception of Jey Uso. Like, I thought at Mania, Cody Rhodes could win. I genuinely thought for, you know, Sami Zayn in Canada there was a chance. I didn't really think with Owens, right? But, like, all the matches that he's had against, like, Brock Lesnar, for example, I mean, I always thought there was half a chance. Even against, like, Cena. Daniel Bryan and Edge, those matches. Edge by himself. I always felt like the other person could win. But here, right now, Not a chance. Brian Saxton's backstage with the big man himself. I say the big man, big woman, the big girl, Piper Niven. She asked Chelsea Green, "You don't even know what country I'm from," and then Chelsea Green says Florida, which is quite funny because obviously Piper Niven is from Domino's. From Domino's, two large pizzas. Piper Niven scoffs them down. Of course, she's from Scotland, right? And that, someone's from Scotland. I'm supposed to care about that, but no, because I don't care if they're from where I'm from. If they're fucking shite, they're shite. And that's the bottom line. Chad Gable is up next, and he is then interrupted by Adam Pearce. He's like, "Oh, you got to settle your issues in the ring tonight, damn it." With big Bronson Reed. I do not know why they are putting like big in front of Bronson Reed's name. Is that doing anything for anybody? Not for me personally. We then have the fourth match of the evening. We've got Chelsea Green and Piper Niven taking on Shayna Baszler and Zoe Starks. Essentially, what happens here is Nia Jax comes out and attempts to kill the entire roster. Very unsafe. And she says no one in the division is safe. Well, that is especially true with you at the fucking returning big girl. Then we have The Rock. The Rock. I wish we had The Rock on Raw, but we did get a video recap of The Rock's epic return from last week's SmackDown. Jey Uso then cuts a promo backstage and he's like, "Yep, you know what? There's a lot of history here. We got a lot of people, but my eyes are focused on Drew McIntyre." We also see Tommaso Ciampa losing his patience, and he says, Gunther has got what I want. Becky Lynch, recap of her winning the NXT Championship, and Chad Gable against Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed beats Gable, so Gable, who's been booked relatively strong, I guess you could say, considering the fact he is a bit of a jobber. Here he is. Owens and Jey Uso are bickering with each other backstage. They end up wishing each other luck. Who gives a fuck, man? Dragon Lee appears out of nowhere and tells Dominic Mysterio that he's going to defeat him for the NXT North American Championship. Alrighty, big man. We then have Becky Lynch taking on Natalya for the WWE NXT Women's Championship. Of course, Becky Lynch wins with the school girl roll up. Then we have Tommaso Ciampa taking on Giovanni Vinci, and Tommaso Ciampa wins. No real surprise there. Byron Saxton then catches up with Nakamura. And are we going to get Nakamura against Seth Rollins? I mean, I just do not give a fuck if this match happens, man. Honestly. I do not. We then get a video package with Drew McIntyre's history with the Bloodline. There's not much of history. It was like the one fucking match against Reigns. But again, that's another match I thought he could have won. Compared to Reigns. It's revealed as well that next week we're going to get Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn getting their title rematch. Also Bronson Reed will battle Otis. Then we have Drew McIntyre taking on Jey Uso. So there is a lot of interference. You've got this fucking Judgment Day. You've got Cody Rhodes helping Jey Uso. You've just a lot of shite here, to be perfectly honest. Now, to be fair, McIntyre wins. And is that the correct decision? Really? Because, Jey Uso has been booked relatively, well, I say relatively strong. I mean, the Bloodline have been pushed to the moon. Even all the people in it. And is it really the correct decision have him lose to Drew McIntyre here? Pretty much clean. I mean, I don't really agree with that, if I'm being honest. But hey, I'm not the booker. But I enjoyed this match. There was a couple of segments that were alright, but overall, guys, Raw is pretty bleak these days. So I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10. So leave your thoughts down below, and until next time, peace.